Alright, I just got back from the camera store, and today we're talking about how expensive is film photography, so let's get into it. One of the biggest reasons that I didn't get into film photography earlier on is because I thought it was going to be way too cost prohibitive for me to get into. But I'm here to tell you guys that that's really not true. It's honestly as expensive as you want it to be, and I'm going to give you a nice cost breakdown of everything that I use for film photography. But first, let's get these pages and my negatives into this binder. Alright, so I got my whole 2 rolls of film put into this here binder. Took way longer than you guys saw for sure. But now, let's talk about the actual price of getting into film photography. One of my main concerns when getting into film photography was the cost of the camera itself. Just like digital photography, there is a massive spectrum for what you can pay for a camera. You can pay $25 and get something super cheap, might not even work, or you can also pay several $1,000s and get the nicest medium format camera that exists. So what I think is important is to identify what you're looking for in a film camera and then go from there. For me, there was really only 2 requirements. One was that it was something that was relatively portable and I could carry on my wrist comfortably and just take street photos whenever I needed. And the second is that I wanted all manual controls, no autofocus, anything like that. And I found out that those 2 attributes are common for rangefinder cameras. Now, everyone knows that the rangefinders are typically your Leicas of the world, but after doing a bit of research online, I discovered this. This is the Canonette QL17G3 rangefinder camera. Often referred to online as the poor man's Leica, I got this one off eBay for $175 after shipping. And I'd say $175 for a film camera is pretty good, especially something that takes very nice photos and is built well and it is in very good condition. Now, here's some advice for finding your own film camera for cheap. If you know the model of camera you're looking for, like I did, what I recommend is going on eBay, searching that film camera every couple days, and just seeing if there's any new listings for you to check out. I did exactly that, checked eBay every couple days for about 2 weeks until I saw this for around $155 before shipping. Quick tip for buying film cameras off eBay, just check, read the description for things like fungus in the lens or light leaks. These things aren't super common to digital cameras, so if you're new to this, definitely be on the lookout for that, as they will not take the best pictures. Now, on the other hand, if you're not looking for any kind of particular camera, you're just looking for a film camera to get started, I recommend checking out Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or your local store. If you have a local store, great, they'll help you out, they'll help you get started with film, and that'll be really easy. But if you have to do it by your own, like I said, Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace are the place to go. On these websites, there are so many film cameras being posted there every day, and if you're not picky, you can compare the price of what you see there to what they go for online, and maybe you can even scoop a good deal. But all in all, the upfront cost of a film camera for me was only $175, and honestly, I think that's pretty good considering something that fits exactly what I needed to. Now, let's get into another thing that was concerning to me, the recurring cost of film. So I thought that just shooting film would get expensive very quickly just because you have to obviously pay for the film and then pay for scans and development every time. But that's really not the case for me, at least. So I've only been shooting film for a couple months now, and I found that it's not nearly as expensive as I thought it would be, and here's why. It dawned on me that I'm not learning photography through film photography. I've already been a digital photographer for over 5 years. So when I go out for a photo walk with my camera, I'm not eager to press a shutter on everything that I point my lens at. I'm 100% okay going out for a photo walk and not pressing the shutter once actually, and just coming back with nothing. So what this means is that a roll of 35mm film is lasting me a month, often even more than that. So the 3 rolls of film that I bought, I paid $60 for Cat Mirror 100 black and white, $12 for Kodak Portra 400, and then another $9 for some Ilford 125. And then the price of getting a roll of film scanned is usually $12 here. And the most recent film-related expense was storage. This binder was $20, and then a 25 count of storage pages was $8. Now, bringing it all together, the storage, the film itself, the development, and the camera, I've only spent $266 on film photography, which I think is pretty good considering the amount of fun and learning that I've gotten out of the experience so far. I think just like any hobby, what it really comes down to is that you can make it as expensive or inexpensive as you'd like. And it also comes down to the labels that we put on it. If all you like to do is just get a disposable camera and then get it developed at Walgreens, you can be just as much of a film photographer as anyone else. You're taking photos on film. So all in all, it doesn't have to be expensive. You can get yourself a pretty standard camera and some standard film and have a really good time learning analog photography. As for myself, I've really been enjoying shooting film photography, and I think I'm going to keep going at this sort of 1 roll a month rate that keeps things pretty low to the ground, but also relatively connected to the hobby. So thank you guys for hanging around. I hope you guys start shooting film soon, and I will see you in the next one real soon.